Instagram fraudulence, fam. And this is man them too, because it's not just the gal selling dreams on Instagram. They might sell dreams when it comes to the looks. You meet them in real life and they ain't looking the same. But there's defo man on Instagram selling dreams when it comes to the peas, comes to the fake drip. The man them might have a nice whip, take the picture and that, take a picture in the driver's seat, make it look like it's yours. Do you get me? So we've got to come for both sides. It's not just the gal with the Insta fraudulence, it's the man them too.
Yo, I see why you was doing this on Sunday now, you know, man's preaching still. Man's preaching, you know. Man, I was thinking, yo, man should do it on Saturday, man should Sunday, yo. Makes sense now.
You've got to let the truth out, fam.
Showing you that for real. All this capping on the gram, man. For these Instagram shorties, man, it don't make no sense, man. All this clapping on the gram. I feel like it's killing the people, man. I can see why lots of people get depressed, though, man. Because for real, this is like a recent thing. Like, the most like luxurious shit you were seeing, yeah, would be like from actors, rappers, shit like that. And these were people.
Yeah, man, that are up there.
You're up there. You couldn't relate to them. Now you're seeing probably people like just like everyday people you see about, man, and on the ground.
Bro, man that work in Tesco and that. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like,
and you're thinking,
mad.
You're seeing so much people, yeah, portraying this mad lifestyle, yeah, that you feel like you should be having that same lifestyle. And if you ain't got that lifestyle, you're not doing it right. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it's all a facade, some of it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, some men have got it and that, but I don't know. I feel like that's what will get a lot of people, man. I just feel like you can't watch what other people are doing, man. You just got to focus on yourself.
Trust. Like, you got to mind your business, man.
Yeah, man. You got to mind your business.
Mind yours. Man. But the thing
That's
is,
like
I'm not even trying to like discredit. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Snapchat. I've got all them things in it. I just think the way that people have started to use it, it's like it started to move mad because the fraudulence, and then you say people start getting depressed because they're seeing man that they might see every day look like they're balling out. But you're just sat at your mum's yard playing PlayStation. There ain't nothing wrong with that, fam. Man are selling dreams. It's a lie, man.
Trust me. Even when I go on my thing, I'm putting up my best fit, fam. You think I'm dressing like that every day? I'm in my trackies, get me some bait.
In it, bro. Holes in the sock and that. It happens, fam.
You get me? On Instagram, you gotta put your best foot forward still. You get me?
Yeah.
But that's what I know. I take it as that. I know this is the best version of that person, you know what I'm saying? That they're putting up, you get me? Just take it as that.
More than the best version.
More than the best
sometimes. Version. And I think moving on to the gal them, we do need to start chilling with the filters and all of that sort of stuff, because obviously I'm not baiting anyone out. I'm not asking you to bait anyone out, but I could put money on now that you've met a gal that you spoke to off social media, or you've not even might have not even met her. You just seen her on a night out or something, and you're like, nah, that ain't the same person. Her waist don't look like that on Instagram. Her cheekbones don't look like that on Instagram.
There is somewhere in this world a man is borrowing his friend's OnlyFans account, bro. It's happening.
That's facts. Definitely.
What, buying his friend's girls' OnlyFans?
No, you said borrowing a friend's OnlyFans. So one man's paying for it, then hella man I got the username and login. Do you get what I'm saying?
I don't know. Word on the street is not that I would know, but there was like some files must have got hacked or something.
I heard about that. The major leak.
Yeah, I'm not into that kind of thing, but I did hear about some kind of leak. That was it. Some kind of OnlyFans leak on Twitter or something. You could find it on Twitter. Sometimes it sporadically pops up now and again. I don't know if it's true. That's what the word is on the street stuff.
I didn't see nothing, but I heard that there was a fat file, and it was just A to Z of just names and names and names. You click through the file, everything was there.
Yeah, apparently all your favourite OnlyFans girls. You get me?
I don't see stuff like that now. I don't even see stuff like that now, but I'm back in if I was in high school, that defo the link would have got dropped in a group chat more than likely.
You get me in the WhatsApp?
Because I feel like, especially in high school, anything that got leaked online, it was just ended up on your phone. You know, BBM days. Someone broadcast out a link or something, then everyone's seeing it. That happened to me one time at school. It's happened a couple of times actually. People would take pictures that were meant for their significant others, and obviously somehow it ends up on BBM. Someone broadcasts it. Some man put it as the screen, the little profile picture. Next day in school, everyone's getting there and it's awkward because everyone knows what everyone wants to chat about. Set man are sitting next to them in form, just trying to not say nothing.
Nah, for real, because yo, certain man and certain gal still, not even just man, certain gal had the snap saver in it where you can save the snap, like
Oh
so you can
yeah, the
keep
screen
going back
muncher
to it.
thing.
Still, yeah, a couple man's things got exposed still when they weren't at school. You know, like them free periods and that independent learnings and that couple man's things were getting exposed still.
Yeah,
They ain't know that they're
definitely.
sending gal and the gal are exposing the things on that man.
I think when it comes to social media, we just got to be careful. I think we're kind of lucky. I think our age group, because we're early 20s, yeah. So I think our age group was kind of before social media. Because when we grew up, man went outside, didn't it? We weren't inside on phones. I didn't have no phone until I was a proper phone till high school. Do you get me? So I think we've kind of had both sides. I think we have grown up lucky because we did have the internet and all that. But we did kind of grow up with both sides, whereas the kids now, not even that much younger, the 17, 18-year-olds now, they've known Snapchat, Instagram their whole lives. I think that's where it comes into it in terms of them believing everything, because that's the world, innit? That's how they've known the world. We kind of seen the world before man were putting up pictures on Instagram. Do you get me? So what else?
And good,
What?
fam, that leads into what I need to say actually. My own magical chip theory, fam.
Okay.
You know, like how we grew up, yeah, like the first phones we had, like we were in that generation where we saw the transition from like the normal phones to all like the smart phones, the touchscreen shit, you know, like the LG
Yeah,
cookies and
yeah,
all that
yeah.
shit, fam. I'm saying, yeah, that technology is not of this world. Like they're trying to say, like, if you strip it all back, yeah, all this shit goes back to like the chip in it, you know, like the green chip with the lines and that, some solder
Yeah, yeah,
metals and that.
yeah.
How can these raw materials produce artificial intelligence just by running electricity through them? If I was to get every raw material in the chip, like say the plastic, whatever metal that is, and then run electricity through it, it's not going to do nothing, man. It's so you're telling me
True.
just putting it in a pattern, is going to create artificial intelligence? Come on.
Yeah, I think there is, when it comes to all the technology and all that, it is mad because when you think of where we started and where we are now, the transition's been mad. So from the touchscreen phones, all the technology that's in like Tesla cars and that, bro. 10 years
Yeah.
ago, that stuff would have been dreams. You get me? So in 10 years from now, bro, it could be a madness. We don't know what's gonna be out, and we
That's
don't
what I'm
know how
saying.
that's then. It was as people, because like you said, this new generation of social media is mashing up people's minds. Depression's probably, I don't know the numbers, but that stuff's probably gone through the roof in it. So in the 10 years to come from now, we could mash everyone up, bro.
You don't know, and then the kids, they can't be kids anymore because as soon as you put a phone in the hand, they got access to like infinite knowledge. They can look up so much shit. You can't even filter what they know anymore.
In it, yeah, it's impossible to. And even if you try to, like parental locks and that, like I don't know if mom, I don't think mom was listening, but parental locks and that, they ain't hard to get off. Do you get me? Like,
And then
so
even that, if they go to school, their friends are gonna tell them who ain't got it.
that too, yeah. There's always that one guy whose parents don't care. Man can watch anything, man can eat anything. Do you get me? You'll come to school and tell all your kids about all of that, man. It's mashed up. What other topics did you have listed on your thing?
Bobby Schmurder.
Ooh, that's a good one still.
They're hot, nigga. The hat's returned, and the hat's returned from space.
In it, do you see all the memes that come down burning on fire, bro?
Yo. So that
I
shit
think
come into
it's proper
orbit.
though. It's proper though, because obviously you hear all these rappers and all the man in roads and that saying like snitch you get stitches and don't snitch and that. And I don't, obviously there will be people that went jail and came home and didn't snitch, but I don't think it's been as big as Bobby in it.
Yeah, he's like the
So
staple.
I
Innit?
wanted to see when he got back, what's everyone saying in it. From what I've seen so far, there's been a lot of love. I've seen him. There was a party for him when the first night he landed, and everyone was there. I've seen Gucci there, even man you ain't seen in years, like Fabulous man like
Yeah.
him, Jim Jones and that. I don't see Jim Jones chatting to no one, but he was there. So I'm thinking, nah, it's proper. I seen a couple pics of him in the club and that, and he ain't drinking. Probably something to do with his parole.
Yeah, that's
Staying
what I saw.
masked
He
up
come
everywhere he
because he's
goes
on
to.
parole.
Yeah, I think it's proper. But I want to hear some music. I'm thinking he's hopping on a drill thing now, little pop smoke beats and all that. It's got to be.
That's the thing. It's the music, man. Because the first one, it's guaranteed to get the traction, and the first one you're gonna get all the eyes. It's more the second one. You need the second one. He's getting
Yeah.
a banger as well, man. The second
I
one,
think
but yeah, stick that is up.
the way that music is today, you're probably gonna get two. You'll probably drop a track, drop another one with like a big feature. If them two tracks blow up, there'll be an album by the end of the year. That's just how music is. There ain't no slow build up. It's capitalized now, innit? Get the tracks out now. Which for him, it's probably the smartest thing because you don't know. I don't know what man was not. How long was he in pen? Like 7 years,
Bobby, I think it was 6 years. 6 years and didn't
6
snitch.
years. So the music has changed a lot since then. So he might. I don't know if he's got it like that. We're gonna have to wait and see. But hopefully, when whatever he drops, he's firing. Clubs open back up. New Bobby Smith is banging in the clubs. That'll be cold.
Trust me.
But in America, if you see in America, it's looking like they've got clubs. I think All-Star weekends next week, innit? I'm seeing bare events. I'm seeing crowded out clubs and that.
They're just different over there, man. Just because you got all them different states, they just do their own thing. Some of them, man.
Innit?
It's mad, man.
I think I've seen some people like saying, "Oh, you shouldn't be doing it." But I'm thinking, if they shouldn't be doing it, why are they allowed to be doing it? Do you get me? Like, no one ain't. Obviously, it's like you said, it's way different over there. But no one ain't throwing no big party over here. Even if I wanted to arrange a little thing with more than if I'm backing, if there's more than 20 people, it's gonna get locked off. So if they're not allowed to do it there, how's Lil Durk and Lil Baby on stage with bare people in the back, but they're not allowed to do it? That don't make no sense.
If I was Prime Minister, how I would do it, yeah, I'd have, you know how we have the zone thing, like you got the different zones and stuff.
Yeah,
I'd be like, have different counties, yeah, should just do a referendum. Do they want to be in lockdown or not? And then whatever the majority picks, that county is in lockdown or not. And then if you want to travel to that county to party, the ones that are not in lockdown, you can. And if you don't want, you can stay in your party.
yeah. It's
your
one of them.
county
You
that's
like
in
saying.
lockdown.
It's one of them. You're saying, do what you want to do. You got to deal with the consequences. So if you want to go party and that, but you all drop down dead because of COVID, that's the decision you want to make. Because bare people will make a decision. I think. I don't even really get into the COVID thing like that because I'm not been talking about it for time, but I do think it's a bit of people have got to do as we've got to just let the people do what they want to do. Do you get me? Step in when it's life threatening, like COVID was. But I think at this point, I think the worst of it probably has gone. I think it can come back, but it's more of a case of if you don't feel the threat of COVID and your loved ones haven't been affected by COVID, you've not seen anyone die, or any of that stuff. If you feel like you should be allowed to go back out, I think you should be, like you said, you should be able to make that decision. The government shouldn't be able to say, stay in your yard, you're not allowed out. If you come out, you got to go court, you're getting a fine. If you do it again, you got suspended jail time and all that. That's madness. Like, what the heck's
Because
that?
I saw someone put on the story like it's coming like a dictatorship, and at first I was laughing, but then I'm thinking it's actually true, man. It's starting to become like a dictatorship, man.
Because like you said, this happened over a year ago. I remember I was still in uni these times. Imagine I was still in uni, sat in the accommodation thinking, right, man, they're telling me you got to stay inside. I'm not even allowed to go home. And they said, what did they say? 2-3 weeks? Something like that.
Isolation, 2-3 weeks isolation. And then if you come from abroad as well.
Then they opened it all up. That's when I started working again, because that's when I started working in JD. So think, how can you say you're not allowed in your house, you're not allowed out your house to, go back to work, the whole eat out to help out thing, just to lock it all back off? Like, these men have been moving mad for a while. They don't know what they're doing.
They're spreading it, man. They're talking about eat out, man. That's what the thing spreading.
I remember everyone was like, we're going out half price of everything. Yo, we're going everywhere, fam.
Yo,
You're mad.
It's joke business. It's actually joke. It's a joke. I don't know how we got in Paris still, but you know what? We don't want to go into the politics.
We don't know how I do them. How I do them.
Yo,
We don't
Slim
know how I do them.
Matty.
How I
Roll
do
out
them.
the
We
whole
don't know
Mobile
how I do
Empire.
them. How I do blood clot them.